Hello everyone, if you're looking for a chatty sewing catch up with mates, plans, ideas and a bit of me made May musings, then stick around. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Sequin Girly Creates. Lovely to have you back if you are an existing viewer, and hello and welcome if you are new. Slowly climbing up with the new followers, and hello, I know some people have only just found me for various reasons. So I'm Sam of Sequin Girly. I can guarantee you bright, colourful, thoughtful, thrifted, new, all sorts of real variety is what I can guarantee you. But I can tell you there'll be colour and fun and mistakes along the way. Today's episode is going to be an episode of 3 parts. First of all, I do my usual chatty catch up. Then I'm going to cut to me musing about my Me Made May. And then last of all, announcing the winner of the £30 giveaway. I would love to thank everybody for their well wishes on my year on YouTube. It was really lovely to have such kind comments. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you to people who have bought me a coffee through my Ko-fi account. If you would like to do that, it is in the link below. There is no expectation and no pressure. It's just a lovely way that if you felt you want to say thank you or anything like that, it is there. But the biggest thank you of all from you is when you like and comment on my channel. I love it. It keeps me going. And if you want to know more about that, watch last week's episode, because I get a bit sort of deep about all of your wonderful comments and everything. So what have I been up to? First of all, and you might hear it coming down my throat, I have been that annoying level of poorly where it's not so poorly you've got to fully take to your bed, but poorly enough that you keep feeling down, run down. And then, for example, bank holiday Monday, I gave up and went for a nap because I felt so rubbish. And right now, while I'm recording this, I should be travelling to Sotoon, but it's like an ulcer, then a bit of my throat, then a bit of my nose, then a bit aching. It just comes and goes. My other half wondered if it might be hay fever. I've never had hay fever. It doesn't mean I couldn't have hay fever. I don't know, but it's annoying, but I have to accept the reality that I just have to slow down a bit, which for those of you who watch me regularly, it's hard. I'm doing it, but it's hard. My body's telling me to slow down, so I am trying. My brain, on the other hand, has far different opinions about that. So, first thing I want to say, I will do a bit more of a Me Made May musings later, but it's really important. I've seen people commenting going, I failed already, I haven't posted every day. Me Made May is not about posting every day and wearing a Me Made every day. It's about what you want to make it for you. So your Me Made May might be trying to wear things that you haven't worn and working out why you're not wearing them. Your Me Made May might be wearing particular colours that you haven't worn before. It might be about mending things. It could be anything. So please don't feel that the pressure is on to post every day, wear your own makes every day. This time last year, I felt a bit odd about Me Made May because I couldn't wear all my own makes. And also I didn't want to, because I don't want to neglect the rest of my wardrobe. So I actually used it as a massive time to have a big audit, and I kind of haven't stopped since then. So please don't put that pressure on yourself. Use it as an opportunity to really have a think. Hopefully my mullings, as I often do, not even in May, help you, because all we can do is just keep being conscious about what we're doing. And May is the Me Made May movement is a great opportunity to allow us to stop and be a bit conscious. So what am I wearing today? I am wearing a My Handmade Wardrobe everyday tunic, dress and top. I'm wearing the dress version. This fabric is from Minerva, and this is the dress I wore on the catwalk at the Sewing for Pleasure. I've decided to put it on today because after all that chilly weather, we've actually had some lovely weather. It's going again. that had it, and that caused me some more musings about my spring wardrobe. It's quite tricky at the moment. While it's out, I'll do a quick thing. I've never really told you about it, but here is part one of my tattoo. At the bottom, this is a book, and then there's like sort of magic coming out of the book, because I think books are a really magical, special thing. And then it goes into this tree, which was a design done specially for me. I have the original watercolour that she did of this. This is called a watercolour tattoo, and it's a particular type, and not all tattoo artists can do it, so I had to find the person who could. Hard to get, there's a sun there, but yes, she did a watercolour painting. It spreads round to here, but I will show you another day where the tree leads. But there you go. I love books and I love trees. I actually had the tree done first. The whole tree work, which goes up around there, took 5 hours. And then when I was wearing tops, I was realising that for most tops it was here, and so all you could see was this bit. So I then decided to have the book to sort of like the tree growing out of the book. And then what goes across the back all fits with that as well. So I will show you that another day. All right, let's get some sewing chat. I've got a lot of unfinished projects, but all works in progress. I was having a really interesting chat with someone the other day about the fact that I sew very, very differently from them. They do one whole project, done, move on, and I actually sew like a whole collection at the same time. And I was explaining it's because it's how I fit my sewing in, and I know that's been a request from people, is for me to talk about how I fit my sewing in. So I'm going to film that, try and have a bit of stats in there, bit of like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but there's a reason why I often have like multiple projects on the go. That and the fact it's just how my brain works. So this one, you might remember this fabric. This is a by Grisalia fabric. I bought it when they had a remnant sale. They've got another one on at the moment. My finger was like that and I didn't, but it was there. So I took the Billie jumper pattern and used the top of the Billie sleeve to make a t-shirt. So I used the selvage of the fabric to do the neckline. So can you see it's yellow based rather than the pink like the rest of it. All needs a press. And then you've got the nice poof there, and I'm actually going to bring in the bottom of the sleeve tight to support the poof. And there we go. I feel that is spring in a t-shirt. Can't wait to wear that. I also made, and you will have seen these if you've watched my blouse review that's where I focus on the Romy lantern sleeve and the Nautilus top. I did mention these two. These two are Tammy handmade Nayas in woven. She did design the fabric pattern for jersey, but actually works perfectly well in woven. So I did that side with horizontal stripes and that side with vertical. Because the Naya is same front and back, you can easily play with that and which way around I want to wear it. I do need to finish this. As you can see, the facing on the neck keeps popping out. I did the cuffs, the stripe that way as well. And this is perfect for weather like this. And I made a pink one in, I want to say it's a viscous linen because it's not scratchy like linen, but it's got that slub look. And I've already worn this and love it like that look with the yellow over the top. Oh yeah, look. Pink and yellow, pink and yellow. If you're looking for a colour combo to try, give pink and yellow a try. So there we go. There is a third one of those on the horizon, and it's a remnant that I got from Fabric Galore, which was the blue gauze. I have managed to get it out of here. So it's ready to sew up. Again, look at the blue with the yellow. Love it. That's very 80s, isn't it? It was a little bit of a challenge, I think, with the sleeve cut. People often ask me where I get my project bags from. They're from Amazon. I wish they weren't, but it's the best place I've found them. Really don't like buying from Amazon. I feel that they have enough money. I try and buy everything I can from small businesses. They're A3 project wallets. They're about £12.99 for 10 or something like that. So then I made, do you know, sometimes you just have to go and get the envelope. This is how I store my patterns once they're printed and cut out, and when I'm not making them. I've got these, and I've got the lovely brown CLC print ones with the sections on the front, and they're gusseted as well. Largo tank by Itch to Stitch. So this is the Largo tank. I want to say it's free. You know I love a free pattern. So I had a remnant of this by Grisalia fabric. You might recognise it. I made my twist front dress out of it, and I'm pretty sure Adele from Safe Serenity made a t-shirt in this last year. So it's got what I would call is like almost a racer back. I was worried this would be too low, but it isn't, because they looked long, and I always have to oik things up. Didn't have enough to cut the front on the fold, but I don't think it matters because this was a toile anyway. And to be honest, because of the stripes and everything, you can't hugely tell. So I cut out, so I did a lot of reading of the measurements, and I cut out the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th size. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was a size 6. It starts at a 00 and goes to a 20. So it's definitely not UK sizing. Not even sure it's US sizing. So I read their instructions, thought about it carefully, and I actually used the lengthen and shorten line, because when I held it up to my body, it felt like it would just be too long. So I folded it up that much, so you lose that twice. So I folded it up to there. I thought I'd lose a bit of the dip in the waist, but not much, but that's where the lengthen and shorten line was. Now often, oh, here comes one of the sneezes. Now often I have to grade out at the waist. I will put a picture in of me wearing this. I think I need to grade in at the waist. The pattern does show it's not completely like skin tight, but it's not right for me yet. So I'm going to lay over it a tank that I've got, an old shop bought one that does fit right, but I need, so you can see it does curve there, but just not enough. So I'm not putting the armband on yet until I get these sides right. Once it's right, it's going to be great, and I quite like that back. I think bra's going to be on show. Doesn't matter. I could take inspo from the Tammy Hand and actually put a bra shelf in. So it's in progress, but it's in progress not because I don't want to finish it, but because I need to make adjustments. So it's a 12. Excuse me while I just put this back in the packet. I have had to have a huge pattern tidy up because I get so excited about projects. I leave the patterns in the zippy bags, move on to the next one, and then I run out of zippy bags. So then I take the patterns out, they build up in a pile, and then I'm like, nope, and I have to sit down, sort them all out, put them back in their envelopes, or start an envelope if I haven't got one, and I've just done that, so I'm not leaving that out now. Brain getting too excited. Right, okay, so I did mention this one again on the blouse one, but this is a project for this week, and this is the I Am Barbara, and I've cut it out in this gorgeous fabric which I got as a remnant. That's one of the flounces. Oh, let's get that the right way. Look there, you can see the neckline on that flounce. So I'm trying to decide whether to do front and back flounce or just back flounce at the moment. But I cut it out, I squeezed it out, and I cut out the Sagebrush, and I've gone for it in this fabric for my trial version. Now somebody was worried about big pattern. We'll find out, because they're big leaves, aren't they? Oh look, there's the sleeve. I think they're big sleeves and big leaves. So I'll report back on whether a big pattern is a problem. Also this week, I'm going to use these two fabrics. I bought these from Flair when she was having like a pause on her business. So they're both the same fabric, but just in two colourways, and I thought they worked beautifully together. I've got an idea for what I'm going to do with them, but they're so spring. I had a good old rummage in my stash, and these need to come to reality in the next few weeks. So Closet Core have released their new Closet Core Crew pattern, which is an interesting top, and I'm working on something in the background with that top and with somebody else. That's all I'm saying for the minute. And I'm also working on my Springs jumpsuit for my collab with Chrissy. So if you haven't watched the intro, do watch the intro. And I'm working on the trouser mission, as I said. So far I've got this far with this pair of trousers. I'm just working out whether I can get a flat fronted waistband and an elastic at the back. So let's see. And I'm working on the quilted coat edition for you. So I have the 3 quilted coats I've already made that I get lots of questions about, so they will feature. But I'm also working on 3 other ones from 3 other patterns. So I will be able to talk to you about at least 5 different patterns. So it's going to be a bumper detail, one of my detailed ones. So I'm working on that right now. Today in 22 degrees Celsius, 71 degrees Fahrenheit. So in 71 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius weather, I was sat with a quilt on my lap while I was piecing it and cutting stuff out. The irony of the fact that we've had all this cold weather and then I'm doing it on that day. But I'm working on it. So there's lots of things coming and I love that, but that's how I end up getting in a pickle. So I've had a bit of a pause and a bit of a sort out today. I did my usual, which I try to do every week, but sometimes don't manage it, trip round the charity shops. And I found this Simplicity pattern. So it's Simplicity K8734. It's a knit dress with 2 lengths and it's got different cup sizes. So it's got a B, a C, a D and a double D cup size. It even tells you the ease. That's good because we know what we've said about not having finished size measurements. They're telling you how much ease and it tells you how it should fit. The neckline should lie flat across your contours. The bust line should fit smoothly over your contours with the pleats falling into place, opening over your bust. The hip area should fit smoothly and should not strain when sitting or standing. The dress should not pull towards the back or the front, distorting the seams. Wow, that's quite interesting, isn't it? Telling you whether it's got a loose fit or smooth fit. That, I like that. And then it's really helping you determine your bust and your high bust. So why can't they write that kind of thing? Not necessarily all the piece choices, but why can't they tell you how it should fit? Because if we know that this should sit high or low, it helps you to know what adjustments to make. And it was quite interesting. I was cutting out, little preview here, the Friday Pattern Company Ilford jacket. And there was a really interesting little detail that said, if you have narrow shoulders, the drop shoulder will hang lower down, making the sleeve longer on you. And it's those tiny little things like that that just, well, I don't really see it in the Big Four. So it's this amazing fit collection where they've done that. So, right, well, that's what I've kind of been up to and I'm getting on with. I am now going to hand over to me rambling at you while I was sat waiting to go for my haircut. Stick around because remember, after my ramble, it's who has won the giveaway. Okay, slightly odd angle for today's video, but this space here is good. When I say today's, I mean this bit. So bit of a mixture of me made May and other things, because so back to that, it's not about posting every day, it's not about wearing me mades every day, it's about using this time to think about what you sew and being conscious. You won't see me wearing me made every day. Right now I've got a me made top on, but I've got M&S trousers on that I've had for years, because there's no point in making blue trousers when I've got blue trousers. So I have been continuing to think really consciously, as I had done prior to May, about my wardrobe. And today it is 22 degrees. This time last week it was 6 degrees. What my wardrobe is going through at the moment is a massive challenge, because one minute I need bright, joyful layers, and the next I need colours that are the same palette but are the warmer versions, and it's messing with my mind. And the reason it's messing with my mind is because I'm being more conscious and more thoughtful than I've ever been. So when I'm going to my wardrobe, like I did this afternoon, to get ready to dress to go out to do some errands and then go for my haircut, and I was like, what's me? When I'm choosing, I'm thinking, why am I feeling that way? And it's almost like I forgot how I wanted to style clothes when I don't need to put on all these bazillions of layers. So I'm not going to do a full wardrobe audit because I've been doing them. But if you do want to do one, Sarah of My Handmade Wardrobe, doing your Sew Your Own Style, has done an amazing wardrobe audit thing. For me, I am going to audit the thickness of the fabric, because what I'm realising is I want blue trousers, but I don't want thicker blue trousers on a day like today. So it's almost like I need thick and thin version of bright colours. I'm going to put in here the clothes I have been wearing. So I have noticed myself wearing quite a lot of long sleeve tops that I've made. I've noticed myself wearing the thinner Stella joggers, so almost like sort of legging style. So I need to make some more of those, I think. And I noticed having a bit of a short sleeve t-shirt top crisis, so need to do something about that as well. I think I might want some like 3/4 lengths, so I'm going to look out for a pattern to make some 3/4 length, sort of like leggings but like sort of yoga pant type ones. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed my me made ramble. Now I'm going to reveal the winner of the giveaway. There was a lot of lovely comments, some really great suggestions and really great feedback on which kind of vlogs you enjoy. It helps me with my future planning. So I am going to randomly select a number and then say who that is. You must then email me at southernsocial@gmail.com. It's at the end of the vlog and in the details below, and then we can sort out you getting your £30 voucher.
And there were 95 entries. I did try, everybody, to record the screen for you. Unfortunately, it didn't work. But I'm delighted to say that entry number 28 won, which was the lovely Rigid. If you could please contact me, you can either email me with the email that's at the end, or drop me a message on Instagram and we'll sort out you getting your prize.
Wow, what a week, what a month, what a year. Thank you, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and I will catch you in the middle of the week. Bye.